Welcome to my Pittsburgh Steelers NFL Mock Draft 3.0. So, this mock draft is going to be completely different than any other mock draft I've done on the channel so far. In the previous mock drafts, I was addressing every need for the Steelers, like cornerback, offensive line, defensive line, strong safety, and also linebacker. But this time, it's going to be different. I'm going to be addressing two needs for the Steelers, offensive line and defense line. And I'm going to go based off who the Steelers are looking at in free agency and who they already grabbed. If you look at the Steelers' offensive guards they grabbed the guy from Philadelphia and Herbig. And those guys are run game guys. Big, nasty guys to help open the run game for Najee Harris, but also to help Kenny Pickett in the pass blocking. So, with that being said, the first pick number 17 in the first round, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick Jones, left tackle out of Georgia. So, Broderick Jones, he stands at 6'5", he weighs 311 pounds, his arm length is 34 inches and 3/4, and he runs a 4.97 second 40-yard dash. So, with Broderick Jones, the top reasons to buy in to him being the pick for the Steelers at number 17 is he has incredible athleticism at the position. Not only can he just reach the outside with ease, no limitations at all, you would think guys with athleticism, they can't run block or finish. But that's not the thing with Broderick Jones. Just because he is athletic and can reach the edge, he could also have a finisher's mentality. He goes past the whistle but doesn't pick up the flag. He has a really good finisher mentality and goes through contact very well. And his potential and upside is fantastic as well. He played so well in his limited time. The top reasons for concern is his experience, only 19 starts, but in his limited time, he played so well, meaning with more development and at the next level, the Pittsburgh Steelers developing him, he could be one of the top left tackles in a few years. Right now, he's inconsistent with his technique and mechanics, and sometimes he could be over-aggressive, but you want a left tackle or just an offensive lineman in general to be over-aggressive, then be not aggressive enough. You want to have to tone a guy down, then tone him up. If you have to get a guy ready to go meet a 6'5", 300-pound defense lineman, then that's not a guy you want. You want a guy who's ready to meet head-to-head contact and just run stuff, and also a guy to just throw the guy back and block. Meaning that the Steelers would have that guy in Broderick Jones. And not only that, the Steelers have Dan Moore at left tackle right now. In the last 2 years, he hasn't shown that he'll be able to be a starter in the league for the Steelers for many seasons. Meaning that if Steelers get Broderick Jones and have him plug and play at a starting left tackle, hopefully he's able to show the upside and be a complete revolutionize for the offense lineman, specifically at left tackle. So, with that being said, left tackle is addressed, now right tackle will be. Meaning, with the first pick in the second round, pick number 32, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers selecting right tackle Darwin Jones out of Ohio State. Darwin Jones, he's the biggest tackle or offense lineman in this year's draft class. He stands at 6'8", he weighs 374 pounds, his arm length is 36 inches and 3/8. He's an absolute monster, but he runs the slowest 40-yard dash time of the whole draft in 5.35 seconds. But that's kind of known because even though he's not the fastest guy, he has rare size and length. And that's key. The Steelers are going for run blocking with Herbig and the guy they picked up from Philadelphia. They're going for guys who are going to put their head down and run block, but that's not the only thing Darwin Jones can do. Darwin Jones still has great movement skills for his size. He has long arms, meaning he can set his anchor and still be able to reach you from very far away. And that's what he does. If you look at his tape, he's able to hold guys back with just sticking out his arms. And he has so much functional strength, it's insane. All he does is have to land his hands on you, and you're basically stuck, and you can't move. And that's great, because he has big size. The only thing that's going to be concerned at the next level would probably be his ability to quickly redirect. Because he is a heavier guy, because he is a bigger guy, taller, he's going to be able to not redirect as quickly, and he kind of has a tight lower half and heavy feet. But now, with Broderick Jones and Darwin Jones, the Steelers absolutely changed the offense line from a year ago, but now they have depth as well at the position because they can still keep Dan Moore. They can still keep chunks of core 4, but if they want to cut chunks of core 4, there's a deadline to cutting them, and I'm pretty sure they'll save around 10 million cap room if they cut them after a certain time or before a certain time. So now they would have something to think about, or they just want to bring in new guys and kind of have them compete in training camp and have the best guys go available. But now, with them selecting a left tackle and right tackle in this year's draft, it's going to kind of revolutionize the Steelers' offense linemen, go young, and also guys who are determined and have a mindset to finish, run block, but also pass block. With that being said, the Steelers, now they draft a defense lineman. The third pick in this year's draft class for the Steelers, but still in the second round. Pick number 47, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers selecting Najee Smith, nose tackle, defensive tackle out of Michigan. So with Najee Smith, the Pittsburgh Steelers really like him. They met 2 times with him in the same week at his pro day. And that's a box to check because we all know the Steelers like a meeting with the guy and going to their pro day, and they've done that. And with Najee Smith, he's one of the top nose tackle defensive tackles in this year's draft class. He stands at 6'3", he weighs 323 pounds, his arm length is 33 3/4, and he just didn't run the 40-yard dash time. But the top reasons to buy in for him is the Steelers need a nose tackle defensive lineman. Cam Hayward's getting old. Even though Larry Ogunjobi just signed, they still don't have a true nose tackle. And hopefully with Najee Smith, they're able to have a guy like that. His outstanding size and strength combo as well, and he's a top tier run defender. As a nose tackle, you want a guy to be able to stuff the run, but usually a guy who can stuff the run and nose tackle, they can't get a pass move off. They can't get to the quarterback, but he has so much pass rush upside. If you watch his film, even though he didn't get to the quarterback a lot, he was still always in the backfield, and he always seemed to beat off this guy in the passing game and get past him. He just has to be able to have that mindset where he needs to be able to finish the play. Yes, he gets past his offense lineman, but he needs to be able to finish. That's the only reason for concern I see with him, and his arm length. His arm length is 33 inches and 3/4, which isn't really ideal for a nose tackle or a defense tackle. But with that being said, he's still a top tier guy at the position. And with these first 3 selections, the Steelers kind of revolutionize their offense line and defense line and go back to the keys of the Pittsburgh Steelers. When you think of the Pittsburgh Steelers, you think of the offense line, defense line, be able to run block and be able to stop the run. And now with these first 3 selections, the Steelers get back to their roots, and they're guys that the Steelers really like as well. I didn't mention this with Broderick Jones and Darwin Jones, but the Steelers also went to their pro days, and they also had dinner with them. So that's another box to check off with those. So just to recap, the first pick was Broderick Jones, the second pick was Darwin Jones, and the third pick was Najee Smith, meaning the starters at offense lineman for the Steelers would now be left tackle Broderick Jones, left guard the guy they brought over from Philadelphia, center they could also go with James Daniels or Mason Cole, right guard they could go with Herbig or James Daniels, and at right tackle they could go with Darwin Jones. So that's completely different now on the offense line. And on the defense line, they give a partner next to Larry Ogunjobi and a guy to help with Cameron Hayward. So the Steelers, this is their mock draft 3.0. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm only going to do the first 3 picks because I'm still going to look at more film on the other guys and kind of see how they play out and where they're projected to go. I could just name other guys who the Steelers select, but as we get later in the draft, you really don't know where guys will go. Are they going to rise up in the draft or are they going to fall back? I could pick a guy, but it'll be completely off. But down the road, I'm going to release 2 more mock drafts I'm going to do for the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's a month away from the draft, meaning I'll probably do another one in 2 weeks and then another one in 2 weeks. So 2 more mock drafts. And as we get closer to the draft, I'm not going to do one like this. This one I did keying on specific areas. But the next 2 I'm going to do one that I really want the Steelers to select. And my last one is going to be who I think the Steelers are actually going to pick. 2 completely different mock drafts. So in my first two mock drafts, I did completely different positions, doing positions of need, but this one I just want to key on in specific positions. So hopefully you guys like this mock draft. Let me know down in the comments below how you feel about it. Is there anything you would do differently? Would you want the Steelers to pick a different offensive lineman, defense lineman? Do you like different guys? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you like Steelers content and analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. Click the bell down below. I covered all of free agency. Trust me, I'm going to cover all the draft as well, doing player reports for certain players who I think the Steelers should select, or at least look at, who they shouldn't select. So, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.